Welcome to Good Mythical More. We are fully committed to this more. I just want you to know that. Even though we're only half present. That's just the way it has to be.
Well, I'm half committed and you're half committed, so that means together we are
100%.
fully committed.
That's right, 100%. And we are going to go through all of the states in the US of A and see which ones make the best names of people. We're going to rank them all.
We're also going to give $1,000 to the Native American Heritage Association to aid in their mission to help Native American families living on tribal reservations in South Dakota, which is a state that might be a good name, by providing basic necessities such as food, clothing, fuel, and medical care. And you can join us in giving at naha-inc.org/donate. Thank you for being your mythical best.
Let's bring in our board here. So we're going to assess each of these. Give us one. Let's start. Let's just see, and we'll throw it up here
because I know I can think of it immediately. Pennsylvania, horrible.
What about Penny? Yeah, if you call somebody Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Or you can call them Penn.
If there's a good nickname, okay, you just saved it for me. I'm gonna put that maybe even 11 or 20. Penny's a great name.
But Pennsy might be what it needs to be.
No, Pennsylvania, and you call her Penny. Yeah, I like that.
Or Penn.
Pennsylvania Jones.
Penn is a good name for a guy.
Penn and Teller.
That's right. That's right. It exists.
Okay, great.
All right. Oh, here's a whole stack of them. All right. Ohio. This is
Ohio Neal. Ohio McLaughlin.
It starts to work when you say it with a last name, but without the last name.
And also, if you're like Ohio, what's your name? Ohio. Ohio? It's very confusing in conversation. You think somebody's saying oh hi to you. Like every time you introduce yourself. Not great. Bottom 10, I think. Bottom 20.
But it's weird that I really liked it with the last name, though.
Lots of states sound really good with the last name. Indiana Jones.
Uh-huh.
Mississippi Mayhem. I don't know,
So that's why I'm putting it here, not in the final column, which is the worst.
Okay.
Arizona, you could raise Arizona.
It's a great name.
I think it's a great movie, but I was on a lot of drugs when I watched it.
You mean?
I was like after my tonsil surgery.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for clarifying.
But Arizona
is very good. Top 20.
Because then you could be like Ari.
Arizona. You don't even need a nickname. Arizona is a great name. It rolls off the tongue. It's got a Z in it.
It's a beautiful state.
I'm going to say Arizona's in our top 10.
Yep, I'm feeling that. New Jersey, 2 words.
This is a real bad one.
This has got to be so bad.
This is a real bad one.
This is in the worst. And we can move them up and down.
Yes, we can do whatever we want to, except fully be on screen.
Vermont.
Vermont
McLaughlin.
Kind of like that. Vermont. Mont's good because you got Lamont.
Like you could have if you have a son named Lamont and you have a second one, you name him Vermont.
Like if you were signing a business deal with somebody and you saw that their actual name was Vermont,
it's a good middle name.
You'd be like, I feel good about this.
Let's put it right in the middle because it's a good middle name.
It's not bad at all.
It's a good middle name.
Okay, Dakota is if not good, overused.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of Dakotas out there.
But we got to keep South.
We got to keep South.
And that's really messing us up.
Do we have to keep South?
Yeah.
So, because Carolina...
you got to keep...
You got to keep North and South? Because Caroline is a good name.
But it's not a state. Dakota is not a state. And that's the exercise.
If they hadn't divided those states into 2, this problem wouldn't exist.
It went from being one of the best to one of the worst.
So you got to use South. Okay, if we're playing by those rules.
Wyoming Jackson. Wyoming Harris. Wyoming.
And you call him Wyatt?
You could call him Wyo. That's a cool name.
Wyoming.
Move to your right.
Wyoming. I like this. I hated it at first, but I'm picturing like a guy that wears bootcut jeans.
Yeah, he does.
He can't be bothered.
I actually think
doesn't have a phone.
No. He's a marketing executive in Manhattan.
Oh yeah,
but
really big, thick black glasses.
Yeah, so his name is like against type, which is cool.
And he always wears like a jacket that goes down to his knees, regardless of the weather.
He's wearing a duster.
No, not a duster. Just a jacket that goes to the knees. So not all the way to the ankles.
A trench coat?
No, it's not made out of leather.
Can we call him Wyo?
It's made out of terry cloth, but it's not a robe.
Let's see. Our marketing executive.
We got to send this one to Wyoming. This is Wyoming's account.
This is weird. I'm gonna go in the middle.
Okay, all right.
North Carolina. Carolina would have been great, but as we've established, North doesn't do it for.
Well, North
is a great name.
Actually, North Carolina.
North. Why? Do you want to name your kid North after Kanye did it?
I don't know. That's a good question, Link. But Kim did it as well.
Kim did it as well. Big fan.
I think it puts it in the middle. Still not great.
North first name, Carolina middle name. Whoops, I dropped it. How are we gonna?
Well, I got to do this without getting completely on the camera.
Oh, that's good. Your bottom half of your face is only on. And then go behind the whiteboard. Just hide behind the whiteboard. Now go down. There you go. You can do whatever you want now. Okay. All right, Rhett, you got a stack now. So put that one in the middle.
Oh. Minnesota. Minnesota McLaughlin?
Oh,
wow, that sounds good.
Yeah, let's put that under Arizona. Minnesota.
North
you could
Dakota,
also call her soda.
North Dakota for all the reasons.
But what about the North
It's
Carolina?
slightly better.
But it's better.
But Dakota's overused, so put it at 31 to 40.
Okay, yeah.
Too many Dakotas.
Yep.
If you're thinking about naming your kid Dakota, stop. Okay, New Hampshire. Wow. This could be the worst one thus far.
You don't want to name your kid
Hampshire. You don't want to. Hampshire is not good by itself.
Hamster? What? Your name's Hamster?
Yeah, that's bad.
This is horrible.
Florida. Could be Florida. Florida.
Flo Rida, the musician?
Yeah. Florida Neil. It's Florida Neil.
Florida. Flory.
Florida is if this wasn't a state, specifically it wasn't the state of Florida,
right?
It would be a great name.
All right, 11 to 20 that.
Arkansas.
It's no Arizona, I'll tell you that.
I like it though. Arkansas McGee.
Arkansas McGee.
Arkansas Anderson.
Arky? Can you call him Ark?
You would call him Ark. This is middle of the road for me, but not bad.
I really like
it.
Ark.
Could be.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
You like that?
Yeah. I like Ark as a nickname.
Oh, Mississippi. I like Mississippi. Missy. Call her Missy.
Call her Missy.
Mississippi McLaughlin.
Yeah, that's good.
That kid's going to do great things.
Why don't you put it in the 1 to 10?
You think so?
You seemed really enthusiastic.
All right, now you're up.
Tennessee.
Hey, we're about halfway through this more. Maybe we can abandon this staying halfway up.
Well, I was kind of enjoying it. Look at us. We're fully here.
It's getting pretty cumbersome.
All right, Tennessee, already a first name. You got the country singer Tennessee Williams.
Tennessee is really, really good.
Tennessee to Tennessee.
I think Tennessee might be the best one so far.
But the nickname doesn't work. So I would put it fourth there. I like Ari or Airy.
Tinny.
Tinny? Doesn't work.
Tinny.
Doesn't work.
Tinny.
I don't like it. I hate it. Now you're moving it down to 11 and 20 if you don't watch out. Maine.
Maine McLaughlin. Maine Neal. Bad. Maine Jones.
The more I say it, I'm still not losing the fact that it's a state.
Yep. It's not great. Not a great name.
Not good at all.
I think it's better than New Jersey and South Dakota, though. Just while you're there.
Nebraska, Neil.
Ooh. Oh.
Nebra. It's kind of like Deborah.
Nebra. Yeah. Well, I liked it when it was Nebraska.
Deborah with an N is
I
what she
liked
would
it
have to
when
say.
it was Nebraska. Brassy.
Isn't there
Brasky.
isn't there a novel called like Looking for Nebraska or something? Isn't it? Oh, that's Alaska. What about a movie? Isn't there a movie called Nebraska?
There's a Spruceteen.
There's a
Springsteen album
called Nebraska. What about Braska?
Looking for Nebraska.
Aska.
The follow-up to Looking for Alaska.
I'm not loving Nebra.
Yeah, I think it's kind of no, it's not that bad.
Nebraska.
Nebraska on its own is not a bad name.
No, it's not.
But Nebraska.
There's no shortening for it.
Nebra is not great.
Montana.
Ooh, Monty.
Or Montana.
Montana is top 10.
Or it could be Tana.
Montana McLaughlin.
You can call yourself Tana. You can call yourself Monty. You can call yourself Mon. Hey, Mon.
You could be Anna.
If
you
you're
could be
Jamaican.
Monty.
If you're Jamaican,
be
this really
Mon.
works.
This might be number 1 so far. I did it. I love that name, Montana.
Delaware.
Okay, not great.
Del is aware that his name isn't great.
Right. Yep. Del.
Delaware.
But calling him Delaware.
This is not bad. I think this is an 11.
Delaware
20,
Jenkins.
actually. Yeah, Del works.
Del does.
Del the funky Homo sapien. Rhode Island. Rhodey.
The island is really the hard part.
That is, isn't it? Yeah. Here's my child, Island.
Which
raised vegan.
I guarantee you people have named their kids Island.
Isla. Isla's a good shortening of island.
It's the road and the island. And then
Road is a good first name. Isla, it's weird.
this is the problem though. If you think about this in practicality, you name somebody Montana, you're like, oh, that's a cool name. You name a kid Rhode Island. It's like
It's pretty much about you.
It's so on the nose.
It's
at
about
that
the
point.
parent at that
It's
point.
so on the nose.
Like naming your kid Lando. It's like, okay. It says more about the parent than the child. Virginia.
Okay, well, this is the name of one of our employees. This is the official name
Oh, yeah?
of Jenna.
That's right.
It seems like that was news to you.
Okay. No, I remember that now. Virginia. I know her last name, too.
I think Virginia might be
Played out.
not played out. I think it is a super, super solid name. Not enough people are named Virginia.
What about Virgie for short?
Virgie, you've got Jenna, you got Jeannie. I don't know.
Genia? Virgin?
I think this might be number 1.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
It's got there's that name. Virginia. What's that name? What's that song?
Meet Virginia.
Meet Virginia.
All right. You're stacked, homie. I don't like it being number 1 because it's too obvious.
Texas.
Texas.
This seems too in your face. Texas
Yeah.
McLaughlin. Like, what are you trying to prove? You know what I'm saying? Texas is a state that
Texas Titchener.
feels too good about itself already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems too prideful.
Oh, wow. We really.
Yeah. Sorry, Texas.
All right.
George. Oh.
Existing name.
Whoa, that's a
To me,
good
this is
name.
like Virginia. I mean, of course.
Hold on, but there's a reason that it's risen to the top. Georgia is a great name.
There's a reason why the state is named Georgia, because it was a name
If
first.
we had had a little girl, we would have named her Georgia. That was really high on the list.
Really?
Yeah. It's a good name. It's a great name.
But it was a name before it was
born
a
there.
state.
How do you know these things?
King George.
Yeah, it was named after George.
That's why I want to put
So it's
Virginia and Georgia down at the bottom.
Well, no, it's a state that was The name
Fine.
was so good, they named
Fine.
the state after it. It doesn't have to be
Fine.
number 1, but it's definitely in the top 10.
I'm looking for something a little surprising to be number 1.
Like
not very
Iowa?
Iowa. 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 Iowa.
I don't like this.
I don't.
Iowa. 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 There's too many vowels. And W almost
Iowa.
feels like a vowel.
Middle name could be Sk.
And then the last name?
Ska.
I thought it was sk and then ah. But you said ska.
All right, put that low. I don't hate it though. I don't absolutely hate it.
Wisconsin. Oof.
Wis is like Wes, but with an I.
Yeah.
Wis. He hated that.
Alaska.
Alaska, baked Alaska. Alaska.
Alaska. Allie.
Allah. It wouldn't be. Yeah,
You don't
could go
have
with-
to maintain the
it could be
spelling.
Ally.
Allie.
Alas. I like that one, but
I like Alaska.
I'm thinking it's 11 to 20.
Alabama. Great name. Again,
Alabama.
it's used quite a bit. Alabama.
Could also be Alley. Bama.
Alabama is a great name. Alabama.
Alabama.
I think we got to organize these.
Let's wait. All right.
New Mexico.
New Mexico. I mean, that just doesn't work.
It doesn't.
Colorado. Colorado. Colorado.
Collie Cole.
Colorado.
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 Doe.
Colorado Jenkins.
Rad.
Colorado Smith.
It sounds good if it's like somebody from history.
Hawaii. Hawaii. It's really hard to separate from the state. If you call yourself Hawaii.
Neal.
Hawaii. What's a good? I'm trying to come up with a good last name that goes. Hawaii Jones. Hawaii
Henderson.
Hawaii and the Hendersons. I don't like this. This isn't working for us.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It's a little too specific. Utah. Utah man.
Utah. You don't need to have a nickname for a 2-syllable.
Utah is pretty good.
Utah.
It's a really good last
But
name.
is it then if you go to the South, they call you Utah. Like we called it Utah when we
Utah.
were Utah? Yeah, I'm tall. Utah?
I like it though. I like it as a first name and a last name.
It's tough when you've got a name that's pronounced very differently in different parts of
Utah. Well, then we'll just.
I think middle of the road.
I think it needs to go to the left, but I'll put it in the middle. All right. So then we've got Oregon. Not. This isn't working for me.
Sounds like
Something.
Oregon.
Yeah. This is not
Pretty
good.
bad.
This is not good.
Pretty bad. We got a pretty good distribution here.
Illinois. Illinois. Illinois.
You got the whole noise part.
Yeah. It's hard. It's
Everybody
hard to-
gets it wrong. Lots can go wrong with that.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. South Carolina.
No one's been named South.
Nope. It doesn't work.
Connie?
Connecticut.
Kinderson.
I'm in the middle with that one.
Connecticut
What do you think?
Coltrane.
Connecticut Coltrane.
Connie Coltrane.
I like that. Hit your list here.
Okay, West Virginia, not as good as Virginia. The West is a real problem.
You think the West is a
But
problem? No, it's not that.
Northwest
much. What do you mean Northwest?
isn't the name Northwest? Kanye West?
Yes, but West. Okay,
It's pretty low.
I'm fine with it being that low.
California. Cali.
I'll go on the
Pretty
11
good.
to 20.
Oh, really?
It's 4 syllables though. That's a lot.
Indiana, made famous
Yep, it's got to go on the top.
by the Jones.
We'll reorder, but We got a. Is this the last stack?
Maryland.
Okay,
Mary. Marilyn McLaughlin. Marilyn is already a good name. If
Yeah, it
something has
is.
been proven as a good name,
Yes.
it's got to be in the top 20.
Push these up. Put it down there. All right. You got 2 more. 3 more.
Missouri.
Missouri, we're back to Missy.
Missouri.
Missouri. Oh. All right.
Not great.
Your last 2.
Louisiana Neal. That could have been another L name for you.
But how would you shorten it? There's no
Anna.
way.
Lots of people are named Louisiana.
Louise.
Louise.
Joke.
Anna.
But I'm 11 to 20 because I don't love the word
Nevada.
Louise.
Nevada. Nev Campbell.
Nev is a good short.
I like this.
I like that. Let's put it in the top.
Okay.
Oh, I meant in the top column, but we can put it at the top of the second
We'll
column.
figure it out.
Idaho.
Yeah, you are.
Ida May. Ida Lee. Ida Betty.
Ida's not bad. Idaho.
Ida-
Takes some of the sheen off of
It
it.
kind of takes a lot of the sheen off of it. New York. We can't be working with new.
No, you put new in there, it's not a good name.
Washington.
Washy.
Wash.
Washy.
Washington.
Neal.
This is
Washington McLaughlin.
It's a little too stiff and historical.
Okay, all right.
Oklahoma.
Okie.
Oak. Oak.
Oh.
But you would need an A. This one's
Hard
not-
to shorten, but Oklahoma as a full name is very pretty to say.
Okay. I'm even getting some fidelity in it here. All right, down to the last
Michigan.
4. Michigan. Mitch. Without the T. Michigan.
It's Michigan. He's back.
I don't like this. This isn't working.
Michigan McLaughlin?
I don't
McLaughlin.
I don't think so. You can't.
Middle of the road.
You want
Middle of the road.
right.
Middle.
Massachusetts.
Mass.
Doesn't work.
Chew.
Chew doesn't work.
Chew.
Choo.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
This is tough. There's
It's
not
just
a lot of
ways
syllables to shorten that. That's
But
pretty
I like
bad.
it better than Washington.
Okay. Oh gosh. Oh no.
I'm doing that. Washington is now the best of the worst. And Kentucky and Kansas.
Ken. Kansas is a pretty good name.
It's
You don't
short.
need- you don't need to shorten. You can call her Candy.
Oh, you can call her Candy. All right, I like that.
Yep. Was this maybe?
Yep. Kentucky.
I think Kansas may be in the
Yeah,
top 10.
I agree. Kentucky. Let's just
So
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
what do you think is the best
Kentucky
one?
Lucky. We're gonna put that.
We've kind of got them into these categories. I kind of feel like we need to.
I really like Montana. I really like Arizona. I really like
I don't think Indiana is.
Alabama.
I like Alabama and Georgia up here at the top too. I don't know. There's something about maybe Arizona because we need a few more Arizonas because Georgia and Alabama are pretty common.
Ari, Virgie, Monty, Georgia, Alabama,
You'll notice
Minnie,
the thing that a lot
Missy.
of the top
Maryland.
6 names have something in common.
They end in A.
They end in an A.
That's always good. All right, name your people this.
We did it.
Yeah. Come on, Josh. Sorry, I've only done powerlifting competitively. Oh, it was close. Oh, it got me in, Steven. It got me in the hole. It got me, and I'm talking